very much for that energy. You've passed a lot of energy to me. Very proud and hope I don't break my bones. Yes, where do I start? Okay. Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Health, I'm here to send you off, to pat you farewell and think through what we have had for the last 3 days. I'm so excited to see all of you here. It's still a full room. I thought today I would find maybe like a quarter of the place already empty, but I'm seeing, I think you've even added some tables. So, yeah, thank you very much for the organization. My colleagues, the ladies here, the gentlemen, there's something unique that we talked. If you want to do things right, call on the female gender. Mm-hmm. Yes. If you want to do things very, very fast, you call on the male gender. So I am glad that they were both in here, the ones who have to do it right and the ones who have to do it fast. And that was a good mix. Thank you very much, the organizing committee, for putting this together. I just want to tell you that it's a truth, but maybe not so sweet, that everything that you do it on behalf of the Ministry of Health. Actually, and I've already appreciated the accolades. They've come, you've thanked us. You're doing it on behalf of what I'm calling upon all of us is to work together. Again, if you do your things in your own ways, and I'm sure many of you are doing it, many of you are having small things, we never get to know what you're doing. But I'm glad that it is in these meetings that you come and share, and I'm glad you've given opportunity for people to tell you what they are doing. Yes, I got to know about this during the mental health and psychosocial meetings. We used to have we do not have to reinvent the wheel. If someone is doing something in the West, it can be replicated in the East. So let's share so that someone else who has more money or has some money and works in the East can also do the same thing. Yes, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. So, and this is government. So they will say, during her tenure, there was this meeting, the meeting started. So I will take the accolade. But on that, again, we would like to really apologize. I want to apologize. We are very constrained in human resource. My colleague, Dr. Kalani, is not here, but he was really so instrumental in doing things behind the scene. Unfortunately, yes, let's clap for him, really. Yes, he was, and would like to really appreciate him. But we are not able to get the ministers as we had wanted. This month, again, is when there's the World Health Assembly in Geneva. That is when the whole world meets for health issues, not mental health, but for health issues. And luckily, this time round, we had an agenda item that is on alcohol. So they have discussed something on alcohol, the alcohol policies generally, and would want to know whether to continue to move the agenda for preventing harmful use of alcohol for the next 10 years. I think that was something they wanted to push, although we wanted to make a few amendments in that agenda. I hope we are all aware of that. So anyway, because of that, the ministers could not be with us. But they send our love, and they will be with us on another time. They say, next time, you tell us, next time, we shall be able to do something if we are still there. That was one of the ministers who had promised to come at least for the closing. She's moved to Kasese. She has to go to Kasese for another meeting. So anyway, thank you very much. I want to appreciate you. I want to bring to your attention, all of you, that in our time, me and Dr. Kalani, we are planning to make a little bit of change in the narrative. We have put a lot of emphasis in the clinical care. It is something that we have put emphasis on in the last 10 years. This has happened. I am sure someone will walk into a health facility and find a mental health service. Somehow. And I want to thank my predecessors. My predecessor, Dr. Sheila Ndianavanji, she was really key in that. We have arrived, we have reached there. we've not yet entered the house, as in it is not 100%, but at least there's something that we can show. What is currently missing is the community side. And I'm glad this whole room is filled with people who are interested in community health, community mental health. I'd invited the Commissioner, Community Mental Health, to come in, but she already had some other engagements, but she would have come here. And what do we want to see? One, we want to see school health improved. School health is part of community health. So we want to see, or we want to mainstream mental health into school health. It's a tall order, but we have started. We have trained some senior teachers, they call them senior ladies and men, and the senior men, they are there. So we have started training them, and when we trained them, they were like, oh my God, this is something that has been missing. They have an idea. They're not counselors, but they have an idea of what they should do. So if we just polished them a bit, we'll go a long way in improving mental health in schools. So that is something we have set ourselves to do, and hopefully we'll be able to tell you how far we've gone. The other thing that we want to emphasize on is mental health in the workplace. Workplaces. I'm glad, is it Mr. Kizito who has said something about workplaces? Yes, there's everything wrong. There's a missing link. The valley in the workplaces is much deeper than it is even in schools and families, in as far as mental health is concerned. So, it is something we want to work on. If any of you have ideas of how we can do it, kindly come and we talk, let us talk. Those are our areas of interest currently. Then, of course, the community mental health, that is the homes, communities generally. How are communities organizing themselves into improving mental health? And yet we had everything. We have gone to school, we have some money, we don't know how to write the proposals and so on. But how come we are not developing? How come this is not equal to an increment in the way things should be? So we are trying to see how this can happen, and I'm calling upon you. Lastly, but most importantly, and I've been discussing with some colleagues on the table, we are seeing accidents, we are seeing things happening every other day. Fires, suicides, what? And we see responders going there. We see the first aid guys, hey, they're they go and pick these people up and take them wherever, you know? Even at burial places, we see people, like it is shown on television, but I don't see any psychosocial support there. What do I want? Colleagues, I want you to have a team, a response team which I can call upon, like so and so. Okay, no, I want to help you. I want to be calling you so that you tell me, hey, in Rakai, so and so is there, maybe so and so can help us. Or it is Gulu, it is so and so. Fort Poto, there is this. So like we respond, we are there also. And by the way, that the ambulance team is ready to include us in their system. They're telling us, where are you? Where are you? Because we have to be there. We need to help the responders themselves, but also the people who have had the problem. But remember the families as well. We are not doing anything, and yet we are supposed to do something. Can we re-strategize and enter into that space? It is both for visibility, but also for helping the people themselves, the situation as it were. So for me, that is my action point. I'm calling upon you. Let's try to see how this can work. Let's put ourselves in the news more often. Where are the journalists? Not today. Yeah, okay, he's there. Okay, I'm requesting the journalists to really, Bambi, you amplify our voices a bit. You talk about us, mujanja waze, mental health. You just talk about it. Even if they are not there, you just say, hey, even the mental health people are here, they are going to counsel the people, they are ready somewhere. You know, as you talk about the responders. I'm just calling upon that. I'm asking you for that. It's like a small thing, but I think it will push us to the next level. People will become familiar with the word mental health and become comforted, and they will know what we do as professionals. So with those many words, I've seen some certificates, but I hope someone will be able to give them out. I'd like to appreciate all of you again. I want to wish you journey mercies back home, but most importantly, I want to wish you strength and energies to actually do more, to do a little more, so that the next time we meet, we should be sharing successes in how far we've gone. Thank you very much. I say all this for God and my country. Did I declare the meeting closed? Okay, I've been requested to also declare the meeting closed. Thank you very much.